next. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10, and able to get this out to the 25.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That third down conversion good for 23. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. They'll roll him out right. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The open man is Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
And goal.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it first and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Tannehill throwing again. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another?
He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 85 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second and 10, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's Rodgers on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the 2nd half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, 1st half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jackson to return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for
the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Off play action, Tannehill. Going deep for Hopkins. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it will wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That's good.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Taylor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts just continue to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Colts 31, Titans nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Play action, it's Tannehill. Steps away. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looking here for Smith. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards out to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll give Henry another shot. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll run on first down. Taylor, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Down back at the 34-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Nike, 18.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards. Makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The ball carrier.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He can run for it, and he will. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rocky Sin. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
49-yard line.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Down and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. Now it's Tannehill. He'll get this underneath to Henry, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A 6-yard pickup brings up. Looking
to throw again on second down. Tannehill flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. This is caught inside the 15. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. To the air again, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
9-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Colts, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on